Feel free to put some of your responses there. And look, do come on down and hang out and have a beer every Wednesday night around 6 o'clock. We'll be right here at the Backbenchers Tavern. Parliament is just across there. But before we go to the panel, I think that Damien wants to go to a guest. Damien.
Yeah, look, every week the marijuana, the pro-cannabis legalisation brigade turn up and they've always got these signs up that says, you know, Peter Dunne, our Associate Minister of Health, go away, you're a dick and that sort of stuff, right? So Gary today has turned up with a sign saying, well done, Mr. Dunne. This is a watershed moment for backbenchers and for cannabis movement in New Zealand. What's gone on?
Well, for the first time in the 40-year history of the Misuse of Drugs Act, the Associate Minister of Health has signed off the use of cannabidiol oil for a patient who's suffering from a coma from consistent epileptic fits. This is quite historic. This has always been in the Misuse of Drugs Act, but this is the first time it's ever been used.
There'll be people at home saying, oh, this is the thin end of the wedge, this is how everyone gets their hands on the green stuff. But this is, you think this is a really valid case for this?
Most definitely. This is a sign that Peter Dunne has actually acted on compassion rather than stickler for the rules, which he's normally just said no.
Fantastic. You're a happy man?
Oh, I think it's well worth celebrating. Yes, it's a big thing, very big thing.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Wallace? Fantastic. Well, I want a quick response for the panel here because it's a bit of a hot topic, isn't it? What do you make of Peter Dunne's response there?
Well, I think, as I understand it, there was no other treatment available for that patient, Wallace, and in those set of circumstances, I think
so it's
you
just
can
a
accept
one-off.
It is a one-off. Look, and the point of it's on cannabinoids.
But the wider issue, what do you think about
it? Well, I think the point is there is a process today if people want to bring cannabis-based products for medicine. Why don't they just submit them through that process? Peter Dunne has in the past said that there is a process, no one has ever done it. So perhaps they might want to follow the process.
What about you, Ron, Mark? What do you think about medical cannabis or cannabis
Well,
in
I'm
general?
comfortable with the decision he's made on this particular case.
And the wider issue?
Well, let's have that conversation.
Let's have it now. Backbenchers, we're at recess.
Come on. It'd be fair to say that we are very cautious about that.
Okay, all right.
I think Peter Dunne made the right decision. But I do think we need to have a wider debate about it, and I think we should be treating cannabis as a medical issue rather than a criminal issue.
And where do you stand yourself, Chris, on the issue?
Well, if a bill came before Parliament now, it would really very much depend what the nature of the bill was, what the bill actually proposed to do. But I'm certainly not afraid of having the debate. I think we should have a debate.
I want to talk a little